EGM Network.
Welcome to Scouted Treasure Coast. In this series, we highlight the people that are shaping our life on the Treasure Coast. Today, we are joined by Andrea Luchini, Treasure Coast Home in downtown Stuart.
Correct.
If you have not been in yet, picture this: original artwork, lighting, custom ordered home furnishings,
Wallpaper, rugs, accessories,
interior design,
and more.
all with a personalized touch. And without further ado, welcome, Andrea. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. So, something that I don't know that we've ever really discussed is how did you get into, I know that prior, what was there prior was a consignment store that had been there for a really long time. And then, you bought that business or that corner, which is right there in the heart of downtown Stuart, right at Confusion Corner.
Yes.
So it's a unique location. So tell us a little bit about how that came to be. Did the business find you, or did you find the business?
I found the business. So a little bit of me is I moved to Stuart 8 years ago when I met my husband. And my background is in logistics. So I started working for a company in Riviera Beach, importing items from China. And it became a little bit overwhelming because when you need an answer from China, you need it right away. So I was staying until 8 p.m., 9 p.m., because in China it's 8, 9 in the morning when I needed an answer right away. And that became a little bit overwhelming, so we started looking to buy a business in the area. Me and my husband bought another business, and then I got sick. I got to stop, sell it. And when I moved to Stuart, one of my best friends from Broward County, where I lived before, one day she told me, let's meet in this little store that I love. And I met her there, and I fell in love with the store. I became a client, and then after I got better, my health got better, we started looking to buy another business, and my husband saw that the store was for sale, and he told me, guess what, your favorite store is for sale. And immediately I just told him I'm in. And we started the process, and we bought it in October. It's going to be 3 years ago.
Okay.
And that's how we started, yeah.
So, and like I said, it was a consignment store that had been there for a long time.
Well, the previous owner started as a consignment store, and she switched it to new 6 years after.
Okay.
So she started going to market and bring new pieces, and everything was brand new 6 years after she opened it. And but people still look for consignment.
Yes, because they still had that on the door, and they still had stuff that would be outside, on the curb. So when you came up to Confusion Corner, you would see that. So so I guess that's where I was asking is how did you get the idea to turn it into the store that you've now turned it into, which has become a big attraction now in Stuart and on the Treasure Coast?
Yes, absolutely. So the difference is now when we bought the store, we introduced new vendors, a little bit more high-end vendors also, and people look a lot for coastal. So the previous owner was a little bit more like farmhouse and repurpose. Yeah. So we did a little bit of a switch, and we bring more coastal living, not necessarily coastal everything, but the majority that is what we promote, because we live in the Treasure Coast. We have a lot of snowbirds, and what they want is the coastal look.
Right.
But we offer a little bit of everything, not contemporary or other styles we do also offer, but what we have in the showroom is coastal.
Right. So, but you also do custom order furniture.
We do, yes.
I say, can you tell us some of the brands that are, some of the labels that you work with?
Yes, of course. We work with Universal. We work with Row. Maygood, Spellcheck, Gavi. We also have a private label right now.
Okay, I saw that. So
yes,
when
yes.
did you introduce that?
We introduced that a couple of months ago, end of last year, I will say. So we have our private label. We can go from a love seat, a small sofa, to a big sectional. We have many SKUs, chairs, swivel chairs, and more than 400 fabrics for you to choose from. So I love this company that we are working with, because they do the A-way tile. We're talking about a sofa, for example, or a chair, instead of the sinuous, how you say that? I'm sorry. Instead of the sinuous frame.
Yes.
So it's very well done, and the fabrics are beautiful. The styles are beautiful. We also offer a slip cover, which is big here in Florida, because you just remove it,
excuse me,
throw it into the washing machine, dry, and that's it. Yes, you put it back. You can also have different slip covers. So you can have a slip cover for winter, a slip cover for summer, or you just name it. The options are endless. So
you have some original artwork in the store. Now, how do you curate that? Like, how are you going about, purchasing those pieces, or are they the artists, are they on consignment? How does that work? And how do you choose them?
We work with Robert Ken Gallery. He comes from Georgia, and he usually pack his truck, and he knows the store. We are friends. So he knows what we will set in the store. So he usually bring a lot of pieces, and we select what we consider is going to look good in the store.
Right.
But we also have other local artists, and we go on consignment. When we sell it, we pay the artists. But we try to support local artists. We also have, for example, Douglas Bartel, and he make beautiful fishes in wood. Right. And they are gorgeous. So he's also local. He's from Stewart. We have Molly Tyer also, that she made birds on driftwood, in ceramic, in different materials. We have a little bit of everything. So we also try to support local artists. Yeah.
Okay. And also you're doing wallpaper now.
Oh, yes. Since I purchased, the previous owner used to do that a lot. So.
What brands are you do you represent at the store?
We represent for wallpaper. We have Tibu, which is beautiful colors, vibrant colors. We have Stout also, Schumacher, and Philip Jeffries.
Okay. Yeah. So what kind of trends are you seeing with the wallpaper right now? I know it's made a big comeback.
Yes, and it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So it depends. Clients love grass cloth.
Yes.
I personally love it too. I have it in my house. We can go from just a plain color to murals, which are beautiful. If grass cloth is too expensive, they also have the possibility to do it in vinyl or in any other material. So prices can go from $200 per roll to $400, $600 per roll and more. So we have a variety for every client. Right. And trendy is tricky also, because, for example, we just have a presentation yesterday. The retro from Schumacher came, and many florals, stripes, and the Grand Machic. Now it's very trendy. We do not go necessarily with what is trendy, because we want to deliver what the client wants, their purpose, their meaning, right? So some clients want contemporary, some clients want what is trendy, or what is their passion, or low tones, depends. It depends. Yeah. It's more personal. Design is more personal, I think. We go with your purpose, what you want to deliver. Right. Yeah.
So before the show, before we came on, you were talking about how you've been really busy.
Yes.
So what kind of trends are you seeing this summer? Are you still seeing a lot of people moving into the Treasure Coast? Are you seeing people like redoing?
In our experience at Treasure Coast, we are seeing more people buying in the area. So
they're moving
they're
here.
moving here, not necessarily moving, but also having their winter house here, right? And I think that's the biggest trend.
So more people to the area, not necessarily you're not necessarily seeing like redos. You're seeing more relocation.
Relocation, a lot. Yes, a lot. In fact, we were talking about last year we used to close on Mondays, not this year, because we are busy. We are seeing more and more new people, which we love. New people in the area, more and more and more. You just go to Port St. Lucie, it's growing non-stop.
Yes.
And we're not seeing just that. It's everywhere. Stuart is also growing crazy.
So you mentioned Hope Sound. Are you seeing like a big increase in people relocating to Hope Sound? Because that's like really, I think, the next big area in Martin County.
Yes.
I think in the next 2 to 3 years, there's going to be a big boom there.
Oh, yes, I agree with you.
A redo on Bridge Road, you know, that whole sector, especially with the Atlantic Fields coming and some of the others.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have Jupiter Island and that, but Lob Lolly's is brand new. They redid everything.
Brand new and beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Hope Sound is kind of like a hot spot right now.
It is right now. Yes, it's kind of a hot spot right now, like you said. But also, people is buying not necessarily new, like the second home, not necessarily new, and they are renovating just here and there, small renovations. We are also working on very small renovations right now, and making that house their home.
Right.
So one of the projects that we are working right now is not a new house, but it is in immaculate condition, and we are just going to start furnishing and doing everything, wallpaper. The house is empty. We're doing the furniture, accessories, lighting, rugs, everything.
And are they in Hope Sound?
They are in Willoughby.
Oh,
they are
okay.
not in Hope Sound.
South Stuart.
South Stuart, yes. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so
But for the walk-ins, we hear talking and, we're from Hope Sound. We're from, I mean, you hear that
So it's
again
the south
and
part
again.
of the county is really starting to like explode, I think.
Yes.
Just from south or people that are coming from other places that don't necessarily want to be in the madness, but want to be close to it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think you're right there too.
Yeah.
So what kind of things do you have, coming to the store? Is there anything new that you could possibly tell us a little bit about? What are you looking forward to in the next coming years?
We would love to expand the store. That's always in.
Didn't want to say that at first. Because you have to stay in that location, I think.
Yes, we have to stay in that location. But I was telling actually my husband a couple of days ago, when the lease expired, I think we're going to build our own building.
Really?
And he was telling me, really? Exactly that answer. And I said, yes, why not? You have to think big. You have to dream big. I would love that. Why not? And having a bigger store, not a huge store, but our store is only 2,000 square feet, so we cannot show everything that we want. We don't have a bed set, for example. And I would love to have also that.
Well, with downtown, it's funny because within the last couple months, downtown Stuart, you're seeing, store, how it's parceled, individual units, I would say, turning over.
Yes.
Wouldn't you want to stay in downtown?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it is in the last couple of months, I think it's starting to take on.
Yes.
It's going through that shift.
Yeah. Yeah. And I really like where we are. We also have parking.
Yes.
Which is sometimes can be challenging in downtown Stuart. So
that's worth it right there.
Well, we didn't put also the meter, because now in downtown Stuart you have to pay for parking in many locations, not all of them, but
right. But you have parking with the building.
We have parking with the building, and it is a very good parking. It's healthy. We have a lot of spaces, and for that reason, I love where we are.
Yeah.
right now, and the location is perfect for us. It's just like sometimes you dream big, and why not to have your own building?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about some of the projects, maybe like when you first, started the store, that really kind of, have stayed in your heart, as some of those memorable projects.
Yes.
From, really the beginning where it's like, okay, I see where we're going.
Yes. Yes. Our first project, my first project, this couple, they are from Boston, and they came to the store, and it was our first project, as I said, the first opportunity, and they just trust us, and we did not the entire apartment, but the whole living and some pieces here and there, and she became our loyal client. So after we did that, she comes again and again. Now she sold the apartment, that apartment. She bought another apartment in the same area, a bigger apartment, and we're going to do now that apartment. But that project has my heart because it was the very first one.
Yeah.
It was the very first one. So it is, and she's a good friend now.
Oh, yeah?
So after that,
that's kind of, So it's sort of, the store isn't just, you're getting...
and then
coming in as a client but leaving as a friend.
Absolutely, because it's when you do interior designer, it's not just 2 weeks that you work with the client and
Right.
done. No, it's months, since you start doing the mood boards and having all the presentation, picking fabrics, the furniture. It's a process. So you got to meet with the client not just 1 2 times. You got to meet with the client a couple of times. So you develop this relation with the client. You got to get to know the client,
Right.
in order to deliver what they want. So
Right.
which one is your favorite color? What you like to do? What do you want to show in your house?
Right.
So you develop this relation that you become friends,
Right.
and I love it.
Yeah.
I really love it. Yeah, I'm a friendly people.
So I know we emailed some this year when you were at Market.
Yes.
What was your favorite part of Market this year?
That is hard to tell you what is your favorite part, because I love wallpaper.
Okay.
I love wallpaper.
You wallpaper the ceiling, the floors.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, I don't know about the floors, but the ceilings definitely.
Yes, now you can wallpaper everything, everything, even the ceiling. Which we did for a very good client also, her powder room, and she wanted sexy, she said, and with it like black ceiling, everything wallpaper and golds in the walls, and it becomes so pretty. So I got to go with my husband to her house for something else. And I show him the powder room, and he was like, this is absolutely fantastic. He loved it. Gold colors, black colors, dark and moody, but very sexy.
So does Joe really get into that stuff, or is he sort of,
He goes to market with me. He loves to do it. We go to market together, and he picks some pieces, and I pick the rest of the pieces. But sometimes he say, that's beautiful. I really want that in the showroom. And we go with our heart. You know?
Yeah.
What we like is what we buy for the showroom.
Yep.
Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small, and different pieces, but we go with what we like.
So tell us a little bit about what were some of your favorite, parts of this, when you were at Market this year.
My favorite parts in regards to design or pieces.
Any of it, you can go.
It
doesn't have to be like one, but 2 or 3.
Yes. One of we have a very good relation with one of our vendors, Universal, and the rep. He's a young person, and he's doing it so good. And every time that we go to market, he's so special. Mason, and we love going to Universal because it's not just beautiful. It's a good quality. It's big. Every collection is beautiful. So that's one of my favorite pieces. And it's not just Universal, it's many of them. I love Maygoods too, and they have a beautiful showroom. So going to each showroom is my favorite part, because you can get to see the new collections, what is trend, and talk to the rep.
What do you think of the new trends? Because it's not sometimes it's not all for everybody. So.
It's not all for everybody.
And obviously we're in Florida on the Treasure Coast, where
yes,
it's coastal but layered, and It can be a lot of different.
It can be a lot of different, and the new trends you can see what I told you before. The granite chic, a lot of flowers, stripes, traditional also, dark woods.
What are we seeing in furniture
Dark woods
for the new trends?
for the new trends.
Big pieces or
Depend, Amy, because if you have a small apartment, you cannot
Yeah,
have a big
exactly.
piece, right?
Right.
So what I see is for Florida, for where we live in this area, people really like light colors because, for example, our clients, they are snowbirds. What they have in the north is dark, right?
Yes.
Dark colors,
Right.
very traditional. They don't want that here. So what we bring to the store is light, the new collections, and we focus only in the coastal
right.
area. But what we see new, light colors, walnut colors in the wood, for example, but the medium color, not too dark, not too light. Oak wood was very trendy before.
Right.
Now we can see a little bit more dark and
So a
darker
little
and
more
darker.
browns
A
or
little bit more browns. A little bit more of like the terracotta colors,
Okay, that's
creamy
pretty.
colors, peach colors,
Okay.
coral colors, which
Yes.
is one of my favorite ones. You can see it in the logo. It's a coral color. Blues, of course, blues. And now green is the new blue.
Oh, yeah.
Green
Yeah.
is everywhere. Any
Yeah.
shade of green.
yeah.
And that is what it is in right now. I think that is what we also use in the store a lot because it's what clients ask for.
hmm
So, yeah.
So I know you've got rugs, you have lighting,
Accessories,
accessories.
Mhm.
What's on trend with lighting now?
natural fibers.
Okay.
Natural fibers. Yes, yes. Gold colors, gold everywhere. So you can find a chandelier with rope and gold metal, for example, and it's beautiful.
Right.
It's absolutely beautiful. And that is what we use the most here in Florida also. So from wicker, rope, natural fibers, you name it.
And gold is still
Gold is still in, yes. And
Okay.
I don't think it's going away anytime soon. Gold is still in, yeah. A lot of golds.
so. What about? Have you guys thought about like expanding into? I know, like any outdoor furniture.
We offer outdoor furniture,
Okay.
or some of the vendors offer outdoor furniture. Unfortunately, we cannot have it in the showroom because it's so small,
Yeah.
right? So, but we do offer. We have all the finishes. We only have a couple of pieces, but we do offer outdoor furniture.
Who are your vendors that do the outdoor furniture?
We have Essentials for Living. We have Summer Classic. Universal also have an outdoor line. So we have a couple of them, yeah.
What are the trends in the outdoor furniture now? Is
Light
it
wood, of course, the teak wood.
teak,
you know,
right? It's just the problem with the teak that I find, because I have it myself, is the maintenance
the
on it.
maintenance.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
So you also have metals or powder coated that do not require any maintenance. And in terms of fabric, vibrant colors.
Yeah,
You want vibrant colors around
Sunbrella,
the boat.
the Sunbrella.
Sombrella, of course,
Yep.
it has to be Sombrella fabric in
Yep.
order to
Yep.
last, right? To resist the sun and the rain. Yes.
But all bright colors, greens, oranges,
Greens,
corals.
oranges, color. Yes, yes. I mean, here in
It's
Florida,
not just blue and white anymore.
not anymore. That's boring.
Yeah, I
Not
know.
anymore.
I like the
no
color.
more chrome.
I'm a color person.
Yes, I do. I am also a color person. I mean, for me, more is more.
Right.
I like look at
Yeah.
me today.
Yeah, I know. I'm not dressed like that. I like color, but I like color. You can walk in my house and see that.
Yes, but you know what? Also, it's very good when you also have a white or a cream day bed, and then you put a pop of color in your pillows, right? So you can
Right.
change. It's a very easy change, and you have another new look.
Right.
So people try to do that a lot to have like a solid color, something that is very neutral, but then
Pop with the pillows.
pop with the pillows. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Well, is there anything else that you can tell us that is on the horizon with Treasure Coast Home, or anything that you're, thinking of down the road, or?
Well, thinking down the road, we are just blessed that we are having more and more clients, more and more projects. something new or new Treasure Coast home line in the horizon. I would love to have my own space, as I told you before,
Yeah.
to build something. This is in the horizon.
Yeah.
You know, this is not anytime
But to stay
soon,
near,
but
to
it's
stay
in my
near downtown.
mind.
But to stay near downtown.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, trying to stay downtown. And yeah, I mean, we go with the flow.
Yeah. No, well, I really appreciate you taking the time to come in today
you.
and tell us about yourself and about the store.
Thank you very much.
Tell Joe that I said hi.
Of course I will. Yes.
And I hope you have a great rest of the summer.
Thank you. You too.
So happy to hear that you guys are still
Yes.
are so busy.
We are blessed. Thank God.
And if anybody wants to learn more about Treasure Coast Home, you can go. There is the website
The
down.
website is under construction
Okay,
right
website
now,
is under
but
construction.
we have
But you're on
Facebook,
Instagram
Instagram, absolutely.
Treasure Coast
Treasure
Home
Home and Decor.
and
Yes.
decor.com.
Yes.
And then at Treasure Coast Home
For Facebook and Instagram.
for Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
And they are located downtown Stewart, 33 Southeast Ocean Boulevard. It would be just east of Confusion Corner, just for
Just
landmark
east.
purposes.
Yes.
And to learn any more about Scouted Treasure Coast, please go to our Instagram at the Scout Guide Treasure Coast. Visit us online, the Scout Guide Treasure Coast, and Facebook, the Scout Guide Treasure Coast as well. Thank you for joining us today, and I will see you next time.
Thank you.